Well, good morning, all you shiny, happy people. Says the Reverend. So, this is a video I was hoping I never had to make, but I guess it's a thing. There's a guy who lives in my condo complex who is a full blown schizophrenic. And that's not just a descriptor. Like, as far as I know, he's been like full blown diagnosed. However, and this is information that I've gathered from the multiple residents who have lived beneath him. His caregivers are his parents. They live in another town. I don't know. Maybe they, my my opinion is that they just got tired of dealing with him, and so they bought him this place and shipped him an hour away. It's like the human equivalent of dropping an unwanted dog off down a dirt road. I know I'm a little grumpy, but that's because it's early in the frickin' morning and I just got woke up. So, anyway, I have this neighbor who's a diagnosed schizophrenic that just randomly goes off. He comes outside all hours of the day and night screaming and yelling about some guy who's a pedophile and he's giving kids meth and something. As far as I know, he has ran off two sets of people who live beneath him in the condo beneath him. And when you call for help, when you call Dallas PD for help, sometimes they show up. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they sit at the gate because they say they don't know the code, which is disturbing in a way. It's like, what if something was on fire or somebody was shooting up the place or whatever? You just, throw your hands up at the gate and be like, oh, I don't know the code. I mean, I've seen your officers come in and out of here before. They seem to know the code when it's convenient for them. Surely it's in your system. It's just like some of the Amazon people. Sometimes they come in, sometimes they say, "Oh, I couldn't deliver it." It depends on what you want to do. It depends on how badly you want to do your job. I have taken upon myself to actually go to the police station and speak to them about it, and I was met with a certain type of resistance. I'm not going to call it out here because I can't be factual about it, but I thought I was met with a specific kind of resistance. They Everyone that I talked to already knew about the situation. They knew the guy's first name, last name, address off the top of their head. That ought to tell you something right there. But what I was told is it's not a crime to have mental health problems. That is true. It's not a crime to have mental health problems. Hell, I've got mental health problems. Chances are you have mental health problems. Statistically, we all live in a shit country with a weird pedo for a president. We should all have mental health problems. But I digress. So anyway, my neighbor, the first time I confronted him, he made threats. He threatened me like he was gonna beat my ass. And silly me, I mean, it was like 3 in the morning when it happened. I didn't have my phone with me. I didn't have a camera or anything. And that's something else, is that everyone who's been chased out of that condo beneath him, I don't think anybody ever filmed anything. Like, in the modern world, when we all have a mobile television studio in our fucking back pocket, I don't think anybody filmed anything. Like, we'd all remember to, film stupid shit, but we don't film the violent schizophrenic guy who's like outside screaming at the air. Hooray us. So this morning, trying not to coffee burp on you guys. This morning, I could hear him screaming as I was beginning to come to. Way earlier than what I normally plan on coming to. But I didn't think much about it. And then I heard my wife get out of the shower and open our bedroom window to, like, inquire as to what the hell was going on. Now, my wife has a degree in psychology. Of course, she's gonna be... God, a bird just flew into my window. What the hell is going on this morning? She's gonna be a lot more calm about the situation. And she asked him what the hell was going on, why he was, like, staring at our bedroom window. First of all, she just got out of the shower, first of all. I mean, shades or not, you're staring at our bedroom window. That disturbs me. And, she kindly told him to stop and go away. He did not. So I went outside. This time I went outside with a camera. Because the only way to get shit done, let me settle in here. The only way to get shit done nowadays is to embarrass the agency or the organization that is tasked with solving these problems, or at least dealing with these problems. The only way to get them to do their damn job nowadays is to film it and put it on the internet and embarrass the shit out of them. Make it a public problem. So that's what I'm going to do. I can't count the number of times that I've called Dallas PD to assist in this, and I can't count the number of conversations I've had with officers as they've arrived, and nothing gets done. Ever. Nothing. They show up with like a gaggle of mental health people. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. I'm not sure what the deciding factor is there. And I can't ask them because when I go to the police station to talk to them, I don't know. I really don't want to play that card. But, yeah. So, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to document it. I'm going to document it and I'm going to put it out there for the world to see. If the authorities that we call on repeat aren't going to do their job, then, and I know it's a gray area. The law was written that way. So it could either be, it's situational. Do I want to wash my hands of this completely, or do I want to overreact and like beat a suspect up? That's why laws are written so gray, because they're subjective to the situation, and it's either you can either stack more charges on top of somebody, or you can get an officer out of trouble. I know I worked for a sheriff's department for 13 years. That's the way those laws are written. That's the way the rules are written. So the people who make the laws can wiggle their way out of problems. Again, I digress. So this is the first video. There will probably be many. And this is the confrontation. It's not that bad. I've had worse with him. It's just now is the time. Now I'm personally involved. The other times when I've confronted him, it was because the people who lived below him were frightened of how he was acting. All right. Well, now you're screaming at my bedroom window. And now you got the queen involved. So there's no turning back now. It's my problem now. So anyway, the first of what I hope isn't, but probably will be, many. Cameron, do one of two things, man. Do one of two things. Either go back inside and ride this bitch out, or leave. One of the two, because like you're staring at my bedroom window. I don't give a. Okay, dude. Yeah. It's six in one, half a dozen in the other. Okay. Like my wife is up there getting ready for work, and you're like screaming out the window, and yeah. Just.
I apologize for it. These people are nuts. I don't know who it is. I found a Ring doorbell in my home.
Yeah, dude.
I promise it's not like.
Just I understand it all. I've heard it all before, man. Just take a deep breath.
Yeah, no.
Take a deep breath, man, and because you got like new neighbors downstairs, and plus that was insane. So just man, take it back inside, okay, dude?
Do you know by chance who these people are?
I have no idea.
They even said they were you for a while too.
Oh yeah, well that would be a mistake for them.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I didn't believe it though, because like I said, I know it looks weird. I'm doing this for everybody. He really does watch people in their home.
Yeah, well, I dare him, but yeah, just take it's early, dude. Take it down a notch, okay?
So, yeah, I apologize.
All right.
Have a good day.
I will try. Yes. All right. So some things I failed to mention in the video I made before that is when he gets all hyped up like this, and I've stalked his social media. Who doesn't? The dude is medicated, but he takes it with a lot of alcohol. And that's not speculation, man. That's what I've seen on his social media. Also, when he's having these episodes, he doesn't just keep it here. He gets in his car and leaves. And I don't know if he's going to a job or what. But the fact is, he is not in his right mind, and he is operating a vehicle. And I've told the police this dozens of times. We live in the Bishop Arts District. It's a tourist district. There are schools everywhere. Like, I live in a constant, like, just junction of school zones. So, this dude is having a schizophrenic episode. He's getting in his vehicle. He's driving around schools screaming about pedophiles in a neighborhood with a lot of foot traffic. And it's really dangerous. And I can't seem to make anyone understand that people are in danger because of this guy. I know most of the time he's just screaming at windmills, which lead by example. That's what they're doing at the top. Why not do that at the bottom? But the dude is dangerous, and I can't seem to make law enforcement understand that he's dangerous, and somebody is going to get hurt, whether it be him or me or a kid walking to school or some poon walking their date across the street to go into Bishop Arts, man. It's a dangerous situation, and it's being ignored. Something bad is going to happen. Like, if you need to know anything else about bad things happening in North Oak Cliff, Bishop Arts, whatever, like, there's an apartment complex a block away where there was a gas leak for 2 days. Nobody did anything about it, and the place exploded. I've got a video on my channel of, like, the aftermath 2 minutes after that happened. It's been all over the news. Anyway, that's what happens when the people put in charge of these problems ignore the problems. Bad things happen. And I don't want bad things to happen right outside my front door. So, anyway, there's only so many times that you can call the police and have them show up and explain to you that their hands are tied and there's really nothing they can do. I've even filed a report with Adult Protective Services in Austin, in the state, and they did not reply. Nothing's been done. Just nobody cares, man. Nobody cares about this dude. They have swept him away from his legal caregivers, and nobody cares. So, anyway, I'm sure somebody watching this video at some point may care. And if you do, I would love to hear from you. I would love to hear your opinion on what you think should be done. I would love for somebody to give a shit, whether it be police or mental health people or just a random YouTube subscriber. I may or may not go back to bed now. We'll see.